Everybody, welcome to another astonishing edition of UltraDanjira. Hope you guys had a good week. Shit, I've been going through it both inside and out. I didn't mean for that to sound as dirty as it did, but I don't know if you guys are still watching this, still paying attention. You know, I'm still kind of without a co-host. And it did kind of bum me out this week for sure. Enough so to the point that I actually tried to make amends with my ex-partner, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Again, I'm hoping we might be able to do another countdown for like Avengers 4. That would be dope. If he wants to help me on this one, that's cool too, but I think this is just going to be a solo operation, because I don't think there's anybody else besides myself in my particular neighborhood that knows as much about, you know, tokusatsu and giant Japanese monsters as much as I do. I'm also trying to make this as professional as possible when it comes to sound and shit like that, so I'm fucking my phone is completely and utterly on silent. It's not even gonna fucking vibrate, so if anybody hits me up, you guys are not gonna know. I might not even know, because it's gonna be that fucking silent. Obviously I'm driving, so I can't do much about excess bumps along the way. However, I'm not gonna do the same stupid ass mistake of driving with my air conditioner on when my phone is connected right to the air duct vent. That's kind of bad. So yeah. Don't forget to like this video and really seriously try and like share and subscribe. I think with all the brouhaha that's happened in the last fucking week, I definitely lost a subscriber. So sorry. I don't really know what the fuck I did, although I'm assuming it's my old co-host, which in that case, that's probably the only other thing, because I'm not fucking trying to dig on anybody right now. I feel like I have too much going on in my life than to really honestly try and make enemies. I know I've been going through a lot of various things in my personal life, and honestly, sometimes I make the mistake and kind of take it out on people that don't necessarily deserve it, or just come off as a rude fucking asshole. And I don't want to come off as that terribly. So I actually just shared like one of my videos to really a legend in my book, somebody who I really do look forward to, and absolutely nothing. And I'm like, damn, dude, because I've had a conversation or two with him before, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess he just really doesn't care for the low production values and anything else. I don't know. I would take honest, you know, criticism and stuff as well. I don't think I'm that fucking egotistical and immature as to really not take any sort of, you know, criticism. But it's, to me, this is something to look forward to do every week, right? I'm not going to spam you guys with hella fucking videos, you know, and I'm not gonna wind up trying. I will use my turn signals, however, because I feel like I'm kind of responsible enough as a driver. I'm doing these a little bit later on in the afternoon. It's 1:30 right now. I do have about an hour before, a little bit less than. I'm not trying to do this too long. This isn't gonna be a fucking ridiculous long ass episode. I know, maybe that's another reason why I'm turning hella people off. That and the cussing. Too bad for the cussing though. Sorry. So I found a cool enough space. I'm going to lower some windows down so I can actually breathe. There you go. I'm gonna undo this. I'm gonna undo all of the fucking windows. So yeah, I don't know. I guess don't try and meet your heroes is maybe what I'm trying to say. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. It's always gonna be, oh, there's excess sound. Sorry. I'm gonna wait for that to stop. and it's over, so it's done. So right now it's about 1:27 in the afternoon. No one else is here. That's okay. I've been rambling for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go. This is actually going to be a special episode. You guys get to see a live unboxing, which is something that I've been looking forward to. So enough about me. Enough about personal shit. Yeah. Hopefully I'm cool enough to carry a show by myself. And especially with a topic that is as unpopular as the one that I'm trying to spread. So, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna do one little not really a warning, but god damn it, I totally forgot the fucking an addendum, maybe. I'm not going to try and sit here and say I am the #1 expert on the planet or in the fucking country or even in the state. That's definitely not true. I hope to never, ever, ever truly misinform anybody that wants to know more about this kind of stuff. I don't want to seem like I'm looking down on people that don't know enough about it or anything else. I honestly do not want to insult anyone on a personal fucking level, okay? I'm not trying to do that with this show, with the previous show, and any other future shows. I feel like there's enough bullshit going around in this country than to constantly force people on picking sides, and, you know, it just, I'm not about it. Which gave me actually, promise this is not going to be too long because I have to get to fucking work in the city at like 5, so I have to leave. I have to go back to my house, come back exactly where I'm at, and leave no later than like 1 hour from now. So I can't do too much, but I do want to take this time and say that this past week, reflecting on everything that happened in the previous show, everything that's happening kind of now, losing a subscriber, oh my god, I know it's not that big of a deal, but I don't want to fucking be known as someone who does burn his bridges. It's been a weird journey for me in my life in the last 10 years, and I don't. I've made too many enemies and I've hurt too many friends to get to the point where I don't want to fucking do that anymore. So I'm sorry if I've insulted anybody in the course of this show. I'm going to try not to do as many dick jokes, but that's just the nature of the beast. It's the nature of who I am. So that being said, the reason why I'm even doing this is to almost be a chronicle or a weekly log, so to speak, of other projects that I'm really trying to do. This, believe it or not, sadly, as much as I love you guys, which, by the way, if you are watching this, if at any point you're watching this, 8 fucking minutes and 22 seconds in, fucking please comment. Jesus, please. Can you please comment? Just comment. Just say, I like what you're doing, if you do. Or say, I'm unsubscribing before you unsubscribe. That would be cool. That way, at least I know who you are. But yeah, like, can you just talk? Somebody? Like, I see over the week I have like 9 views, 15, 20 views. Like, I know that damn near most people that are watching this do watch this, but just please let me know that you are, what you like, what you don't like, and anything that you kind of want to fucking know or whatever. Do I ramble too much? Tell me. Tell me if I ramble too much. Or do you love it? I want to know. But yeah, believe it or not, this is not the whole, UltraDanjira is not my fucking dreams, okay? And that's what I'm trying to talk to you guys about today, is dreams, right? I feel that, especially me, who's approaching 29 in July 18th, by the way, if you guys want to fucking mark that on your calendar. I'm going to try and go to Six Flags, woo! Do a bunch of drugs. No, I'm just kidding. Am I? I don't know. Probably. I'm kidding. I'm approaching 30 years old very, very soon. A lot sooner than I want to. Now, do I have a lot of complaints about my life? Not so much. I don't, okay? I have a wonderful car, even though everyone wants to keep hitting it and running away. That's kind of unfortunate. I I got a good place that I live in, even though it smells like fish all the time. But that's because they're cooking fish, so okay. I got, you know, I got cool friends. I got people that I think that I surround myself with that are trying to look out for me. I'm trying to look out for them, even though sometimes I can be a total fucking dick face. I know that. Sorry. Um, but I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to, you know, take my vitamins. And I mean literal vitamins, not like medication. B12 and SAM E. I'm gonna do a whole nother fucking series about shoveling SAM E down people's throats. Uh, but but no, I want to follow my dreams. And for a while, I was actually trying to be a professional wrestler. Weirdly enough, I'm fucking over 6 feet tall, so I can kind of do it. And a friend of mine, ever since we were in freshman year in high school, you know, I tried to till I broke his arm, and then I didn't want to, and then it was only until like two years ago, roughly, that I did that for about 2 or 3 months, maybe. I don't know. Point was, I didn't have enough money to continue. There was a lot of other shit going on in my life at the time. But I think at the end of the day, I realized it was not my dream. As much as it may be cool to talk and hang out with professional wrestlers, as much as it might be cool to go to the shows or to even watch it on fucking TV and stuff, it's not something I dreamed about doing. It's just not, sadly. So I couldn't share my buddy's dream. So I had to stop. Now I want him to do his dream, and I want him to, I mean, he already knows a bunch of wrestlers. He fucking talks to certain big name people and stuff. The point is he can get in if he fucking really applies himself. So go for it, dude. Like go after your dream. You know, the whole thing with PJ and stuff, I don't know if this fucking show was his dream. I don't know if comics is his dream. I don't know if you know, it was a dream to do a show with me. I don't know. But to me, talking about something that the entire planet is talking about doesn't really cut it for me. I'm astonished as much as anybody else by Avengers Infinity War. I loved it. It's definitely the Empire Strikes Back of fucking movies. But, you know, and I just listened to an hour review of Kevin Smith, who literally just told you the entire fucking movie. Not really anybody's opinion on it, not really anything else. It's just like a fucking verbal Wikipedia. I'm not trying to do that, okay? Which again goes back to is American comic books and American, you know, superhero pop culture. Is that my dream? It's connected. It's very, very close to it, but it's kind of why I haven't even written for my favorite comic book publisher yet, and I've kind of just put a stop to a bunch of other things that are going on. And I really wanted to take a good amount of time to honestly think of what it is. And this show, see, I just got a text message, no fucking vibrate, no nothing. Only anyway, no more fucking stupid sound jokes. Yeah, no, like this show is definitely related in a way to what it is that I want to do, but I love Ultraman and Godzilla and Gamera and Kamen Rider so much that I want to make this stuff, right? I'm not that much of an artist in the sense that I can draw that good, like at least not in paneling. Can say, like, I can't be a professional comic book artist right now, today, okay? I can draw you a cool fucking sketch for sure, but, you know, a lot of people said that I can draw. I don't see myself as being, you know, a illustrator. I dig painting sometimes, but honestly, it dips back into writing, creative writing, fiction, you know, science fiction, horror, the supernatural, or just weird shit, you know. I love David Lynch movies. I love David Cronenberg. I love fucking, you know, Clive Barker and Stephen King and Dean Koontz and H.P. Lovecraft. Fucking, I dig all this stuff, right? Now, who fucking reads anymore is the better question. I don't think anybody reads. Sad to say, there's a lot of friends, maybe even a lot of subscribers, not to try and take shots, but I think a lot of people don't have, you know, college reading level comprehension. I think a lot of them are still kind of elementary, middle school, maybe high school shit, but you know, reading comprehension, I think, is gone down the fucking hill as soon as social media goes up. We don't even spell words right anymore. I'm going down too many fucking rabbit holes. Let me pull out. Oh, but it writing is something I love to do, and it's a part of the process. But I think ultimately, I'm a visual fucking guy. I'm a visual medium. It's why I'm even trying to do this. If this was a podcast, who knows? Who knows if it would be that tight for people to listen to. So it comes back to the dream. What would I love to do? Well, I would love to direct and write and star ultimately in a giant monster movie or a giant, you know, superhero TV show. I would definitely love to go to Japan. I think now more than ever, I'm really starting to see the absolute fucking possibility of taking a vacation in Japan. That's a huge, huge possibility. As soon as possibly fucking next year, dude. So hopefully the world stays in a good spot by the time that I try and go. But I that's a dream. That's a dream of mine. Like going somewhere, right? That is my fucking dream, is going to Japan, staying at a night at, you know, either the Godzilla hotel that has, you know, little fucking Godzilla doing this over the top of the building, you know, waking up and seeing a giant Godzilla outside would scare the shit out of me for sure, but would still be awesome. You know, there's a Godzilla store, there's the Godzilla resort that's coming out this year as well, that has like a bunch of the actual legit suits and props and exhibits and museums of all this cool Godzilla like artifacts and everything. It's a dream. That's what I want to do. However, that's just a vacation. What do I really want to do? I want to actually create my own stuff, which brings me to the inevitable unboxing. You guys get to see if I'm going to cry or not. Hopefully the arm doesn't fall off. But all this stuff, I'm getting to a point. I was actually going to talk a lot about the Godzilla stuff, but I already just did. And that's going to come. Because I want, instead of it being like a comic book show and me like opening up a comic book and stuff like that, I want to actually have either an unboxing videos or you know, show off these fucking ridiculous things that cost a ridiculous amount of money for. And it's stuff that I love, but it brings me back to, all right, I want to do my own Godzilla movie. I want to do my own Ultraman movie or show. Well, how are you going to do that? Are you going to build the suits? It takes a lot of shit. I don't really have a warehouse to store all this crap. I don't know that fucking much. Neither do I have all that much money to really do this. Neither do I have that many friends. There's other filmmaker kind of friends that I have that I've actually been talking to them about making my own Ultraman type show or giant kaiju type short film for fucking 7 years, right? It's not happening. It's not going to happen. Or it's just not going to happen anytime fucking soon. Now, instead of getting butthurt about it, instead of thinking, all right, well, you know, it's thinking smaller, but still within the box, and still it's uncompromising in your dream, right? So instead of me inheriting a giant lump sum of money and building my own fucking suits and this and that, well, why not bring it down to size? If I could reference another kaiju reference, but you know, there's already suits out there that look exactly like the fucking shows and the movies. They're just little fucking action figures. So I thought, okay, well, there you go. You can buy the actors. You can buy the suits right there, dude. You can own your little actor. You don't have to do anything else. You don't. It's just it comes right out the box. A lot of these fucking, like this one that I'm about to whip out, you know, pre-painted, and they have a lot of articulation. Hopefully, maybe this one, but well, articulation enough to like not fucking have an appendage fall off. So I'm putting this off, dude, because this is $150, and I'm hoping as soon as I don't unbox it on this fucking ridiculously long video of me rambling, you just, I mean, if it makes you laugh, fine. But, you know, that's something that I want to do, and I want to experiment first with this show of getting, like, dental floss and maybe fishing wire, fishing line, instead of going to stop motion, because I've been researching a lot of stop motion. There's a lot of stop motion videos with giant monster toys on YouTube, surprisingly. It's like trying to look up cat videos at this point. There's a lot. But I feel that if I take the time, and if I have the patience enough and the wherewithal and really devote myself entirely to this when I'm not working or when I'm not doing anything else, I think I can make the best one. Because a lot of times it's just guys, you know, with a fucking toy, and they're in the kitchen, and you know, you see like their cat and shit, and they're just like hitting the shit out of each other. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Like, you're destroying any illusion of realism. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to make a realistic story, but using kind of scaled down actors and stuff like that. I want to take this seriously because it's my dream. And I want to be uncompromising in my vision and in my dream, because it is entirely possible to do what it is that I want to do. And I'm not gonna quit until it does. Do I have a laptop? Do I have, you know, this and that I kind of ultimately need to edit my own films and shit? No, I don't. But am I gonna start writing? Am I gonna start storyboarding? Am I gonna start, you know, recording and stuff when I can? Absolutely. I'll figure some shit out when I get there. You know, I can't ask somebody or try and even offer to pay somebody to be an editor if I don't have any footage, right? Like, if I'm like, hey dude, can I give you this money and you just edit for me? And they're like, okay. And then I give them the money and then they just fuck off. Like, no, I have to give them like an external hard drive with a bunch of footage on it and have them try and update it. Which, by the way, if you guys, if there's anybody out there that watches this show that wants to be involved, that thinks this stuff sounds cool, it looks cool, or entertaining, hit me up. Just let me know. Drop me a fucking line or whatever. I hope to not yell at you. I don't think I will. You can have your phones on fucking loud as much as you want, because all the, you know, whatever recording footage that we have, we're gonna put a whole nother soundtrack over that at the end of the day. So it's not a live video, okay? I just want everyone to know the stipulation about loud phones only in a live video, not in any other movies that I try and do. Any other movies that I try and do, we can all fucking cook s'mores and fucking diddle each other. I don't give a fuck. It'll be fine. So yeah, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just keeping you guys up to date on what the fuck it is I'm trying to do. Okay, what is it that I'm trying to do? I'm trying to do. No, that'd be cool. That would be fucked up, though. I think YouTube would pull that off real quick. So, this brings me back to what I originally wanted to do. And I want to do I wouldn't necessarily say stop motion, because I want to try this technique with the strings, right? A lot of other cool Japanese fucking shows, you can see some of the strings and stuff. So, in my movies, you're obviously going to believe that they're toys, right? You're not going to think that they're that real. Although, ultimately, if I can do one where it just seems like it's fucking totally real, that would be the bee's knees, so to speak. What's in the box? Gwyneth Paltrow's head. No. That bitch got a big ass head. It can't fit in this. See, that's why you lose all your viewers, Dan. It's because you cuss and make off-color jokes a lot of the time. We just don't want it. I just, you know, I have kids. They can't listen to you. Well, sorry then. Alright, well, it definitely is Redman. I guess I should try and educate the masses a little bit on what this guy is. I kind of want you to see him first. Alright, this is the first REDDO fight! So I'm using an image of the show as the image of my video today. REDDO fight! Redman is, I think it was 1976, if I'm not mistaken. For the sake of the video, we're just going to say sure, why not? It was done while there was a big oil crisis in Japan, which affected a lot of the rubber of the kaiju suits. So in the beginning, Ultraman shows kind of created their own kaiju, but towards the end, a lot of production values and stuff would slip, and they would wind up recycling a lot of suits. Or, going on the live shows, they would make kind of a derpier version of the suit, right? Where it's meant to be thrown around and tossed and beat up and covered in dirt or fucking thrown off a cliff or in a lake and shit like that. Or God forbid, fucking cut its head off or lit on fire. It's also why I love Japanese fucking TV shows way more than American. They just rip each other's fucking appendages off. This show, however, is not an Ultraman show. Granted, it did last, I believe, 150 episodes, something around there. They were all 5 minutes each, and it wouldn't have a real plot. It wasn't a real plot. Later on, there's, you know, retcons. They were trying to add in a little bit of a plot, but oh, look at them. REDDO fight! Redman! Whoa, whoa. It's an official seal of Subaraya, so this is an official toy. This isn't, this ain't no bullshit. His arm, to me, looks very solidly put on. I'm very impressed. Alright. I'm actually getting kind of excited. So, like I said, this show didn't have too much of a plot. It was just 5 minutes of some derpy-ass poor monster running up a hill, running down a hill, picking flowers, I think, in one episode. I don't know. And, then this guy would just appear out of nowhere. And he would scream, REDDO fight! And he would fucking beat the shit out of the fucking monster. Man, I'm getting real juiced for this, man. Hero action figure, Redman. I have watched a couple of reviews of this. I know somewhat what to expect. Try and get a little bit of privacy as I'm literally opening up a fucking goddamn action figure. But yeah, no, man. There's a few collections on YouTube. Actually, if you go onto my channel, there's probably going to be a few of the legit actual Subaraya production shows, but the show was never really meant to be an awesome production value. Okay, so arm's not falling off, but I can tell what people are talking about the ball joint. That doesn't feel good, but alright. Seems pretty cool. Well, let's try and get that. Oh, it smells absolutely awful. Yeah, this arm is seemingly good. So all this stuff seems to be kind of cool. weird, but cool. Only weird in the sense is if you have, once you buy enough of these, especially from Bandai, you kind of have a certain line of like quality, which you hope to expect. And this is a little bit below that line, but it's not absolutely terrible. It's kind of like the show, really, where it's not going to be as clean as its counterpart. But is it going to get the job done? I think so. I think it's going to get the job done. It's not. So far, so good, folks. So far, so good. Yeah, it's the damn wrists that seem like real fucked up. But I'm glad I have them. I'm definitely glad I have them. Seems like it's well enough put together to the point that yeah, now it's just me fiddling with it. But anyway, REDDO. So yeah, that's gonna be my it's gonna be what I'm doing for the foreseeable future. I was trying to do a couple of short films with this fucking guy. As long as it doesn't break on me, but I'm gonna keep you interested, hopefully with some trailers, some footage. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm already writing the script for first episode. There's not going to be that much dialogue, I guarantee you. I just need to get some supplies, some shit together. But yeah, if you're interested, if you want to fucking start, we'll be seeing you.